Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're going to be adding our stat points. So when you click on the different, the different base classes here, it'll give you the stat points and they'll show here. For this part, we're just going to add the first 5 base classes and then just to kind of keep the video a little bit shorter. And then on the next part, we'll finish off the next 5. But yeah, let's just hop into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to hop into our blueprints, widgets, main menu widget. Then we're going to go over here to the graph, and we're just going to collapse these nodes right here, because we're going to need some room, and the way they're set up, we're not going to have the room for them. So just highlight them, and then right click, and we're going to collapse nodes. And we're going to say sets vagabond. We'll just move this guy up here. Then we're going to do the next one, which is our warrior. Go ahead and collapse, right click, collapse nodes, sets, warrior. Then we'll pull this guy up to there. We'll do our next one, which is hero. So highlight it all. Right click, collapse nodes. We're going to say sets hero. We'll pull this guy over up here. Our next one, which is bandit. So just highlight it, right click, collapse nodes. We're going to say sets bandit. And we'll pull it over up here. And our next one, astrologer. We'll right click, collapse nodes, sets astrologer. And we'll move this guy over. And we'll save. So we're only going to be setting these 5 for this part, but we'll go ahead and collapse these just to make the next part go a bit faster as well. So let's highlight this, right click, collapse nodes. What is this one first? It's our profit. Okay. So right click, collapse nodes, sets profit. So we'll pull this guy up there. And our next one, samurai. We'll highlight it, right click, collapse nodes, sets samurai. And we'll pull this guy up to right there. And then our next one is missing the comment for some reason. Let me just go ahead and throw that comment on it. Sets prisoner. Yeah, this is actually my second time filming this this part of the tutorial. I accidentally forgot to hit record, so I made the whole tutorial and then had to reset everything. So that's probably why it's missing the comment. Probably just messed that up. Yeah, this is my second time recording this. All right, so this one's prisoner. We're gonna right click, collapse nodes. Oh, whoops, not that. I don't know why it collapsed that whole thing. Let me just highlight all this. That's probably why. Right click, collapse nodes, sets prisoner, and we'll pull this guy up. And confessor, we'll highlight all that. Collapse nodes, sets confessor, and we'll pull this one up. And our last one, wretch. So highlight it all, right click, collapse nodes, sets wretch. And we'll pull this guy over. And there we go. So compile and save. We'll go back into the designer. So I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. There's going to be one way that is going to be less efficient on performance, and then I'm going to show you the way we're going to do it, which is going to be more efficient on performance. So the first way is what you could do is you could just click on each of these numbers and go to the text over here and create a binding. Or not, let me go back. Not that kind of binding. Back to the designer here. Let me remove that binding. Let me also remove it from the graph over here. Alright, so designer. So what you could do is you could go over here to create binding, go to your player ref, and then go to your player stats, and then just set the level here. And then if you hop in and look, it'll set the level when we click on Vagabond here. Sets it to level 9. But something you should know about doing it that way is anytime you create a binding to anything like this, it's running on a tick. So if you know anything about tick, tick is less efficient on performance. So we're not going to do it that way. You can do it that way if you want to, but I'm going to show you the way I'm going to do it so that we're not running on tick. So we're just going to remove that binding there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, yeah, cool. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to click on each one of these variables. We're going to, oh, let me uncheck these. I didn't uncheck them. Well, either way, what you want to do is you want to click on each of these numbers and you want to set them to be a variable. So just go up here, click on each number and set as variable. I forgot to unset these from the where I had to re-record this. But yeah, just click on each one of these numbers, set them to be a variable, like that. And then let's do a compile there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here into the graph. Then we're gonna go into our Vagabond right here, and we're just gonna pull the output of this over. We're gonna pull our comments over like this, and then pull the comment up because we're gonna need some room. Then we're gonna go up here to the search, and we're just gonna type in number. And if you named them the same as me, you'll have this number in there, and it'll just show you all the ones that we need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find our level number. So it's gonna be our character level number right here. And before we do this, let's go ahead and pull these guys up a bit. We're gonna need some room like that. So go to your character level number, pull it in, get it, and we'll pull off here, and we're gonna set text, and it'll be the set text parentheses text. So do that, plug it in, and then pull off of here and plug that into the end text thing right there, and compile and save, and let's just check. Let's check it out so you can see that that works. And as you can see, it sets the level that way, and we're not running on a tick doing it this way. So that's the way we're gonna do it. So let's get our vigor, and we're gonna do that for each one of the ones we need to do it to. So set text, plug that in, plug this into the text right there, and there we go. Now we're gonna do our mind. So just pull this guy up. We're gonna find our mind right here, pull it in, pull off of this, set text, hook this guy in, plug this into the text, pull this guy up. We're gonna try to make these even so it looks nicer. We'll pull this guy over and pull both of those over. Pull them all over a bit so we can have some room. And we'll pull these up like that. Yeah. Next is our endurance. So let's find our endurance. Get that. Set text. Plug it in. plug this guy in. And we'll just move these over, move the whole thing up to the rest here. And we'll just move this down to about right there. We'll move all of these over a bit, try to keep them lined up like that. Next we need our strength, so get your strength, pull off of this, set text, and plug that guy in. Then plug this into the text, and we'll pull it up. And then we'll pull all of this up to about right there. And next we need our dexterity, so let's get that one. And we'll pull off of this, set text, plug that guy in, and then we'll plug this into the text, move it over a bit, up a bit, and we'll move this whole thing up. Try to keep it lined up with the rest of what's going on here. Makes it look nicer. We'll move all of these over one. There we go. And now we need our intelligence, so we'll grab this, set text, plug that guy in, then plug this into the text, move these up, and we'll move the whole thing up to about right there. Move these over, keep it lined up. Nice looking. Now we need our faith, so pull this in, pull off of here, set text, plug it in, plug that into the text, and we'll move it up and over a bit. We'll move the whole thing up about right there. Move these over, and now we need our arcane, which is right here. So get that, pull off set text, plug it in like that, then plug this into the text, then pull that up, and we'll pull it all. Actually, we can leave that one where it is. We'll leave that one there, and then we'll just pull the rest of these down to about right there. I'll move that guy over. So that one should be good. Let's compile and save, and we'll check that real quick. So press play, hop in, click on your Vagabond, and as you can see, it sets all of the stats to what the stats are for Vagabond. So now we just need to do that for our next 4, and we'll do the next 5 after this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna highlight all of this right here, and we're just gonna Control C and click back. Something I mess up on all the time, something you should know about using these collapse nodes, is it works differently than when you you know, collapse to a function or when you make a function. So normally if you have a function and you double click on it, it'll open a new tab, and that function will be in that new tab. And something I mess up on all the time when using these collapse nodes is I'll just like press X and then like lose my event graph. And yeah, you don't want to do that. I do it all the time though. But just be aware that's how it works. When you go into these collapse nodes, all you gotta do is press the back button and it'll go back to the graph. So yeah, let's go into the set to warrior here, and we'll just move the output over, and we'll move this guy over, and we'll move that up, and we'll paste all of our set text in, and we're just gonna line this up to be to the bottom. That way we only have to move the top part up to line everything up. So we'll line it up to arcane and go ahead and plug that one in. And then now all we got to do is just, you know, move these up and line them up. Be a little bit faster than, you know, when we were just setting all of this stuff. So just plug all of these in. Vigor, let's grab our mind here. Plug that one in. Plug that guy in. Get our endurance. Plug that guy in. Plug the text in. Get our strength. Plug that guy in. Plug that one in. Then our dexterity. Plug that in. And the text. And the intelligence here. Plug it in. And then plug it in. Then our faith. Plug that in. And then plug that in. And that one's done. So we'll compile and save, and we'll check that one. So this is our warrior. Let's check it. Go in, click on our warrior. Oh, I forgot to set the level. I did that the first time too. So let me go back up here. Plug that in. Forgot to do that. Don't forget to do that. But yeah. Go in, click on our warrior, and see, we get all the stats. All the warrior stats. So now we're just gonna do it again for our hero here. We'll pull the output out, pull the comment out a bit, and pull this guy up, and we'll paste in our text right here. And we'll line this up to the arcane. About right there, maybe a little up. Yeah, there we go. Plug that in, and we'll go ahead and just set the rest of these here. Plug that guy in, and the text. Don't forget to plug the text in like I did. Plug that in, and the text. And we'll do our vigor right here, and plug that in. And our mind, we messed something up. Oh, we accidentally plugged this into runes needed. Don't plug that into runes needed. We don't need that in runes needed. So let's... trying to think of how I'm gonna move this down now. Runes needed can stay up. You can just move that up there. And then we'll just disconnect this. Plug that into vigor. Plug that in, and then we'll move our mind up. Hook that up, and the text. And our endurance. Plug that guy in. And the text, and our strength here. Plug that in there, and that. And our dexterity. Plug that one in, and the text. And our intelligence. Plug that in, and the text. And now our faith. Plug that in with the text, and that should be good. So let's compile and save, and we'll check our hero real quick. So click on the hero, we get all the stats, and yeah, let's do the next one. We'll hit back right here. We'll go into our bandits, move the output over, move all of this over, the comment, and then we'll move the comment up. Then we'll paste in our set text. We'll line this up to arcane on the bottom, like so. And we'll just move it over a bit. Then we'll hook that text in right there. Move all of this up. And hook that one in, and the text. Hook the vigor in, and the text. Now we'll do our mind. Hook that guy in. Line it up. Plug the text in. Now we'll do our endurance. Plug that in. And plug the text in, and our strength. We'll plug that in. And then plug that in. Then our dexterity here. Looks like this is overlapping, and that's gonna bug me. So let's move all of these up a bit. All of these right here to about right there. Alright, now we'll plug this in, move that guy up, plug the text in, and we'll move our intelligence up, plug it in, and then plug that in, and our faith. We'll plug that in, line it up, plug the text in. We'll compile and save, and we'll check our bandit real quick. So play, new game, click on the bandit, we get all the stats, and yeah. So now, the last one we're gonna do in this video, click back, we're gonna do our astrologer here. We'll move the output way over, and then we're gonna move the comment over and the comment up. We'll go ahead and paste our set text in, and we'll line it up. Oh, whoops. We will line it up to the arcane right here. Line it up. Then we'll set that text right there. Then we'll line all of this back up. Do our level right here. Hook it in. Hook in the text, and then we'll set the vigor. Hook that text in. Then we'll do the mind. Plug that in. Line it up. Set the text. Do the endurance. Plug that one in. Plug in the text and our strength. We'll hook that guy in. Line it up. Plug in the text and our dexterity. Looks like we're gonna need to move this one up too. Just highlight it all and move it up a bit like that. So our dexterity, hook that guy up, hook the text in, and our intelligence, hook that guy in with the text, and our faith. We'll hook that in and the text, and we should be good. So let's compile and save, and let's check our astrologer. So hop in, we'll click on the astrologer here, and we get all the stats, and yeah, and it's working. So obviously later on when we actually get some gear and stuff, we're gonna keep working in these nodes. So like once we get some gear and stuff, you'll be working into these, and then after all of this, we'll be setting like the starting gear and stuff. So we're still gonna want some room on these, but yeah, it's working good, it's looking good. Let's just give that a run real quick. Stats are running, getting all the proper stats. And yeah, that's all we're gonna do for this one. In the next part, we'll finish off the last 5. It should be fairly quick now that we got it kind of started. But yeah, we'll call it here for this one. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.